Okay. Let me double check some stuff. Okay, it's working. That's good. We're using a new OBS with Atom, and I'm trying to make sure that I did it all right. All right. So this stream's gonna be short. I'm probably gonna edit stuff as we do it because I was working on it maybe an hour ago, and it's not totally done. And consider this a rough draft, and then I'll do this again at the end of the year like I normally do. But I realized that I hadn't done this in, I don't know, in probably like, I don't know. I feel like I didn't do it last year. It's hard to say. I can't remember. Anyway, so the plan here is we are. Let me make sure what YouTube channel I'm streaming on. I don't know. I guess I'll find out later. So let's talk. We're about a month and a half away from 2026. And so what I wanted to do here was talk about at least what I'm thinking right now. And what I want to do, what I believe is achievable compared to the past couple years I've done this, where I just like shot for the stars, didn't even think about the amount of time it would take to get through certain things. I was very naive in getting through a bunch of different series, etc. So let's get into it. So if you can't read it, I couldn't figure out how to add like borders or strokes around this text, but nothing really changed here. The topics are going to be the same. I'm still going to talk about lore explanations. I'm going to power skill guy, different characters, do what ifs versus matchups. And then I'm going to stream on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. TikTok I need to set up. And then I can add Kick in here if I end up streaming on Kick continuously. I have only done like 2 streams on it, so I don't know anything about anything on there. Short form, we still got YouTube and TikTok Shorts. Nothing new and exciting. Let's get into the next big, beefy, fun stuff. And so this is the bread and butter. This is the main YouTube channel that everyone that usually finds this, this corner of the internet comes from. So, yeah, I'm realizing that this text is kind of an eyesore. Whoops. So I'll update this for the end of the year, but we'll go over it. So the topics I'm thinking are going to be pretty focused on gaming, and some reasons why is that it is a lot harder for me to want to do content outside of gaming at the moment. I enjoy playing games. I enjoy like learning the game, playing the game, learning the lore, etc. So like strictly reading something is not only what I want to do. And that's what I was trying to kind of do without realizing it. So some of the topics that I could think of that I have a whole plan for every single series, what I want to do before I move on to another series, and kind of like add it to the repertoire, I guess I'll say, like the list of things that we continue to talk about and add, to future videos and things like that. So like God of War is one that I feel like I still haven't done justice very well, and I want to continue on that. Neo has Neo 3. Excuse me, it's a little late here. Neo has Neo 3 coming out in February. Ninja Gaiden just had Ninja Gaiden 4. They are connected. They are related. And I'm working on like, I don't know, man, 5 or 6 different Ninja Gaiden videos right now. That was pretty much what I spent today doing. And anyway, I think that'll be fun. From software games, so like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Like, I think those games are fun to play, and I very much would like to get into the lore on them, and not just like watch YouTube videos and have someone explain it to me, but I want to like make sure I understand the lore deeply enough to go talk about it, to go make the videos, etc. So, FromSoft games, there's going to be a lot that I want to go over in there, and that one is a big piece of everything that I know here because there's so many games, but at least getting into the series will be really exciting and fun because I honestly have only played Dark Souls 3. I have played Bloodborne and I've played Sekiro. Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 are the ones I've played every boss on. Sekiro, I think I did like the easier ending because I was getting my butt kicked and I just wanted I was just so tired of getting my butt kicked and I was more worried about rushing to beat it than actually like getting good and trying to beat it with like Demon of Hatred and things like that. And another couple games are Liza P and Wukong. Liza P is something that I really enjoyed, and I could see myself playing it over and over and over and over and over again. And so that's how it made it on the list. And then Wukong, I put gaming here, but like there's I think there's 4 books for like the Journey to the West related to that. So I could see myself doing all sorts of different videos related to the game in general. Oh, excuse me. And the books as well. And so when I was writing this, I was thinking of games that I had in my backlog, and Wukong was on there. And then Onimusha is having a new game coming out. I forgot. I think I could look it up. Sometime early next year, Onimusha is coming out. I've never played Onimusha. I've watched one of my buddies do speedruns of it, and it looks really cool. On top of the new game, looks really, really cool. And so I could see myself getting interested in going over that as well. Hades. I have been playing Hades offline all the time. I am hooked on Hades. Hades is my main game right now. I think I'm on like Heat 19 with the bow, and then everything else I'm trying to like work on to level up through the story. And that's just Hades 1. We're not even talking about Hades 2 yet. And so for Hades and Hollow Knight, that would include their sequels as well. So Hades 2 and then Silksong, both of which I own. I own all of the games that are noted here except Neo 3 because it ain't out yet. And so, anyway, and Onimusha, sorry. And so Hades, I would be more than happy to do content on. I'm actually trying to work on content for it on different stuff for the gaming channel, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But this should be plenty into next year if I am not doing this stuff full time, right? If I was doing this stuff full time, I could see what I could squeak in and we could go crazy. And then other topics, I just put like another category on the right. So Spawn and Constantine, I definitely owe. That time I got reincarnated as a slime with Rimuru. I own most of the light novels behind me and need to read through those. So in that order, Spawn, Constantine, Slime, those would be like the order in which we would go over different things. And then the Pokemon manga, I was pretty hooked on it for a bit, and then I was trying to reprioritize what I was doing after I got through Red's first part of the story, and then you meet Yellow. Anyway, I know there's a lot more to read, but I definitely could see myself getting into that because that was really fun. So that's on the main YouTube channel side. Like I said, this is super rough draft. I will polish it up more, and we'll see what we can do when I actually sit down to plan things out for the next month and a half. This one is going to be. This one isn't like super thought out. This one is called Digital Tea Talks. This is where like I do what I'm doing right now, where I'm just yapping about random stuff all the time. And we're going to be talking about whatever. So, like, folks that reach out to me on YouTube or TikTok or Discord or in my Discord and ask questions of, like, hey, Digital, what do you think on XYZ? I'm planning to make a video on it. And then, like, things that are related to today, you know, like the new Steam console. Like, I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the Dante versus Clive death battle video. Like, I'll sit there and do that here probably in the next couple days, and then I plan to have pretty consistent uploads. I put weekly to be like to give myself some cushion, but honestly I want to have daily. Like, these should be like good yap sessions where, you know, maybe I stream it and then we just go and pick a topic, and then we just go ham on it. And then, yeah, I want to stream it as well on like YouTube, Twitch, and then TikTok, things like that. So nothing too crazy there. That's mostly going to be like things related to today. It's not going to be super well done videos. It's going to be more like off the cuff. Here's what I'm thinking. So this one is this is stuff. I mean, I'm a gamer, right? So I've had a gaming channel since the beginning. My first YouTube channel was my Digital Tea gaming channel, and I want to continue my series of Road to Pro. And so Ninja Gaiden Black, Ninja Gaiden 2, Hades, Hollow Knight, God of War, those are all games that I revealed for Road to Pro. And I think Hades, I'm at like technically what I considered pro level. And then Ninja Gaiden Black, I'm at like competent. I need to go through do the challenges I laid out. Ninja Gaiden 2, Hollow Knight, God of War I haven't touched since I came out with the series. And then there's like a bunch of other games that I have hidden that we will go over as we get closer. But I think those are really fun. That's where I can do all these different challenges, these speed runs, etc., while still yapping about, you know, whatever, hanging out with you guys, things like that. And just chill, honestly. Like, there's going to be stressful moments as we get to the higher ranks, but honestly, like, this will allow me to, like, you know, get away from writing, editing, things like that, hang out, work on, you know, things on the, like, playing the game side instead of talking only the game side. Other ideas that I've had, and this isn't everything, was rarest achievements, going through lore playthroughs. So, like, as we're playing through, like, the Ninja Gaiden series, for example, or even, like, Hollow Knight or God of War, is, like, going through and explaining everything that's happening and whatnot. I think that'd be really fun. And then I have top-rated games playthroughs, so, like, games that won Game of the Year or should have won. Like, there's so many of those games that I haven't touched that I own or I could easily get. And I think it would be fun to go see from a fresh perspective how well they hold up to today, because a lot of those games I haven't played and I don't have nostalgia value to it. And honestly, I didn't play a lot of different like single player type games until honestly like the past couple years. Like, action games like Ninja Gaiden and God of War I did, but like roguelike likes or lights like Hades I never touched. Metroidvania games like Hollow Knight I never touched until literally like this year. And so honestly, like, I don't know, I think I have a very like green view to go look at those and see how they go. So anyway, we'll add more stuff here. I did like that Hollow Knight picture, or the the image that we found here. So these are the goals and incentives right now. This is gonna be a quick stream, so I can go work on some stuff related to all this stuff, and I'll fix the text, and so it's easier to read, etc. But essentially, with the main YouTube channel, we're at like 20 1,000 and some change subscribers on the main digital T channel, which is crazy. And so I wanted to put something super crazy out there of like if we don't, or if I don't hit 100,000 subscribers by the end by 2027, which is technically the end of 2026, I will tattoo the word Shaw that Hornet says in Hollow Knight on my leg. I think it'd be funny, and it would push me that much further to be like, I don't know if I want that tattoo. Like, as much as I like Hollow Knight, I don't know if I want that one. Thanks for the follow Google Rabbi Discord on Kick. Welcome. And then if I have a video that hits 2 million views, I will watch and power scale One Piece. I think like a year, 2 years ago, I got all the way up to, I think it's Alabasta, just like the desert area or something or rather. And so I haven't watched any or read any since. So that would be quite the whole thing. Oh, good, it's a bot. All right. And then if I don't meet my monthly upload cadence for the main channel, I will read every Witcher book and make a power scheme video on it as well. I own all the Witcher books, and I haven't read any of them. I haven't played any of the games, so I think that would be a fun adventure if I wasn't able to hit a video with 2 million views, and that includes what I have today. So like, I could have something explode. I could have something, grow over the next year. And then for the digital T talks, so this is the one where I'm going to be yapping. If the channel hits 5,000 subs, I will stream where I explain every single thing that happens in Devil May Cry. That'll include the games, the manga, and the show. And it's not the Netflix series. It would be the original series because they're not, those two aren't related. And then if I get a video that hits 100K, I will explain all of Bleach in one sitting. So we will sit here for probably a couple hours, and I will explain every single thing that happens in Bleach. And then on the gaming side, because I gotta incentivize myself in everything that I'm sharing as a goal. If the channel hits 5,000 subs, I'll do Neo 3 without ever leveling up. So that'd be a Neo 3 playthrough with no level ups. And I think I'm at like 320 subs or something. And then if I have a video that hits 100,000 views, I will do Hollow Knight and Silk Song Steel Mode back to back. And I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah. So something crazy. Beat both games without dying would be the goal there. And I mean, that probably won't happen for a long time. My gaming channel is, needs love on my side. I need to pump out content, but I've been working on the main stuff. So anyway, that is pretty much the quick announcement I wanted to stream, real quick, just to give the rough draft. I will go polish this, make this more appealing to the eyeballs so it's not as difficult to read. But I wanted to give an update, and I will give additional details at the end of the year. But I wanted to tag up, see how folks are doing and whatnot. And that's it. So, if anyone has any ideas, feel free to drop them in the comments. Feel free to hop into the Discord. Feel free to go into my YouTube post. Whatever you think. And let me know what you think if you have other ideas. And I will see you later. I'm going to go work on some Ninja Gaiden content. So I'll talk to you all later.